Hey everybody out there in Cantina Land, this is Mike again. This is a little off-the-cuff, unexpected, last-minute interview. We came across a good friend of mine. You'll know him from the Sarlacc Pit podcast, the official podcast of GalacticBinder.com. And you'll also know him from his upcoming book that he's going to talk a little bit about. So I want to take a minute and say thanks for joining us to Mr. Chris Hot Ice Planet Smith himself. Chris, thanks for taking a couple seconds and talking to us for a minute.
You're welcome. I'm glad to actually get to meet you in person. We've had you on the show several times.
And there's another question. When are you going to have me back on the show?
I don't know, probably next year.
I'll put you on the spot.
I don't know. We'll definitely work something out, especially after this. In fact, we might get you to come on and do the recap with us. So.
It sounds like a plan. I figured I bored everybody when I started complaining about the Death Star I didn't get as a kid, and you didn't want to ever have me back. But all right, let's get into this. First things first, the show. Celebration 6, we're on day 3. What are your thoughts so far?
I am wore out. I'm tired. It has been the best time I've ever had at a convention.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason I say that is, yes, I got a press pass, and I'm more comfortable this time than I was in Celebration 5. I know more. I've been able to talk to more people with Lucasfilm and get more things, going. But the biggest thing is I've met so many people that I know online that I've met before, and then people like you we have not met yet, so I got to meet you. At least 30, 40 people that I know online that I talk to on a regular basis, I finally got to see them.
Yeah.
Or people that I saw at Fan Days, I get to see them again. It's just one of our friends that I was talking to, I can't remember which one it was, he said, come to the Celebration, even if you've never been to a celebration, like say Matt still hasn't been to a celebration, it's like coming to a family reunion of people you've never met. That's basically what it is.
That's a good way to sum it up, yeah.
That's right, yeah, because once you get here, you start seeing people that you actually have talked to online. It just feels like a family reunion. It has just been nonstop. And, I'm supposed to come with a couple of friends of mine, and then things didn't work out to where they could come, but then all of a sudden something happened where they could come, so they drove all day Thursday to get here and got here real late Thursday night. So me and Scoot, who's been on my show, and his fiance Ashley, they've been just me and him and them hanging out for the last 3 days. And meeting and talking to some of the Clone Wars actors and stars, getting to hang around and I had a press conference with them, which was really, really cool.
Okay. Okay, so you co-host the Sarlacc Pit podcast with Matt.
Correct.
How did you get into that? How did that come about?
That was just something that I kind of started years ago wanting to get into podcasting. I just kind of that sounded like something I would like to do. I wanted to get more involved in the Star Wars community. And then I got to get on a couple of other shows as guests and, doing certain things. I said, you know what, I want to do my own podcast for the main reason, and I don't want to just call out, say, the Forcecast, but there's other Star Wars Action News, there's several other shows that have been around for quite a while. They just not on a regular basis would have everyday fans like me, like you.
Sure.
Basically, that's just what our show. I wanted to do. Me and Matt sitting down. We get somebody. For example, you were on our very second show, the actual first guest we ever had.
Yep.
And you supporting your website, come on, get to talk about it, and just as a fan. But if you don't have a website, if you don't have a podcast, big deal. If you want to come on the show, you like our show, shoot us an email. We will be happy to bring anybody on that we can work out to get on. And we'll figure out a topic between what we like and what you like, and then we can discuss it. That's just, I wanted this show to be a place to where the everyday person can come on, sit down, and talk Star Wars.
Right.
I know a lot of people don't necessarily have, they don't have the benefit of like me. I get to go to work and work with Scoot, and me and him can talk every day. We see each other just about Star Wars at work. So I know not many people have that, so it's great.
No, that was like the thing that attracted me to your guys' show when I first found it. Was just it was kind of like by the fans, for the fans, and with the fans. And I'm like, that's it. You guys.
That's what I want to do. I wanted to be able to sit down and talk Star Wars.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but you were able to find your own niche, your own thing that nobody else was doing, which was just bringing on the average fan and
pick a topic and, like I always say, beat it to death. Beating a dead tauntaun or something.
Okay, so in addition to the podcast, you've branched out this year, and you're publishing your very first. It's your first book, right?
Yes.
It's your first book. It's a trivia book. Tell us about it. Give us the title. Let us know what we can expect.
Trivia from a Galaxy Far, Far Away. The Star Wars: The Original Trilogy Edition. This is book 1 of 3. The next one will be prequels trilogy, and then the third one will be Clone Wars animated TV series.
Nice.
But I've been working hard on it for 2 years. Not really hard on it for 2 years. I worked on it off and on, doing questions throughout the couple of years, and then come over the holidays, working at Target, I don't have time to work on it, so I'm just like put it to the side until after the holidays.
Yeah.
Come January, late January, I said it's time to get back on it, and I buckled down because I said I want to get this done. I got excited, got focused, and I sat down and finished it. Took a while. Been going through for like the last 2 to 3 months doing a Kickstarter project to help raise money to get it paid for and get it published, and I finally turned everything in, approved everything last week, and then I get an email yesterday morning right before I go on a panel. I actually got to be on 2 panels here at Star Wars Celebration, and right before I went into my second panel, I had an email from the publishing company. Your book is now published. I'm like, what?
Congratulations.
So I was going looking in there, and it's already, you can go to Amazon.com right now and order it.
I'll tell you what. We'll wrap it up. We'll jump into the rapid fire. I know you're really looking forward to these questions.
Yeah,
So,
first thing that comes to my head, kind of.
yep. So, first
All
question
right.
is, what's your favorite non-Star Wars movie?
The Rock.
The Rock
With Sean
Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. Okay. Favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Favorite Star Wars character?
Yoda.
Yoda. Any reason why?
He's the master. I mean, he's just got so much wisdom. As a kid growing up, it was Han Solo, but as I started aging in teenage years, Yoda started to speak to me. You started to see what he was saying.
Yeah.
As you grow up, and it's just, I don't know. He's the man. He's the master. It's just kind of been, he's the one that knows everything, basically. So,
All right.
he's always just been my favorite ever since, I guess, late teenage years.
Best thing about being involved in the Star Wars universe?
Getting to come to places like this and just hang out with your friends and getting to meet new friends,
Right.
meet people that you've been talking to for 2 years online, and you finally get to meet each other. I mean, it's awesome. It's just and what's not to like about getting to meet and talk to some of these actors and stuff?
Right.
I mean, yeah, me and you we have press passes, so we actually have a little bit of an extra benefit. We can actually get the chance to talk to some of them a little more than some of these other people.
Right.
But I have literally just ran into Claire Grant earlier.
Yep.
And I just walked up and said, hey, how you doing? Do you mind if I get a picture of you? It's perfectly nice, very sweet lady, and she said, sure, take my picture or whatever. And so, I mean, that's what this place is about. You can just be walking down the street, and all of a sudden there's Seth Green or, like I said, Claire Grant,
Right.
and just, hey, shake your hand. I like your movies, that sort of thing.
If you could meet George Lucas, what would you want to say to him?
First off, thank you.
Okay.
Second of all, I have a book. Do you know that I have a book?
Okay.
No, basically, it's always been thank you, because to me, it's like, what else would you say? He's given all of us so much joy, and 35 years now that I've been just beating myself in the head with Star Wars and beating other, it's just, he changed my life from when I first saw it at 7 years old. So it's just been something that's just, I say it's not an obsession. It's a huge passion, and it's
Right.
literally a part of me. I want to say, if you cut me, I will bleed Star Wars, because that's just the way it is. It's something Star Wars has got to come out if I get cut. It's just been too much a part of my life. Yes.
Okay, last one. Describe yourself in 5 words or less.
Geek, crazy, dork, easygoing,
All right, well, easy. All right,
and passionate. Gotta be.
passion. All right. I think you can probably add cool in there as well. Cool guy. How's
Okay,
that?
cool guy.
Does that work
Yes,
for you?
cool guy.
All right, Chris. Thanks a lot for taking a couple minutes and talking with us.